So this is an isometric figure that I would be 3D modeling now. So let's break down this figure. As you can see that this figure has some intricate cuts and some different type of features procuring from this horizontal side, and it has another type of cut on this top edge. So I will start by creating the bottom edge. So let's begin. First up, we'll start by creating a part in SolidWorks. I will create a sketch in the top plane, since I need to draw this particular base first. So the base is 63 by 75. So let's just draw a rectangle like this, and we will dimension it as 63. Okay, so this is 75, and this particular edge is 63. If you're wondering, the dimensions are in mm. We will go ahead and we'll see how this particular cut out is. So the cut is 12 by 25. So let's do that. 12 by 25. I will create this rough. Oh, I should not done that. I'll just do it from here, and I will just go ahead and dimension this to be 25 and this to be 12, and then I'll say that this to this edge is 25, and so this to that edge will be 25. So why isn't this already okay? So let's give it a relation. I'll say that this is a horizontal line, and so it's fully defined. I will trim some entities. Okay, so now we'll exit the sketch. I'll go under features and I'll say extrude bore space. So let's see what the extrude should be. It should be 50. So the length of extrude should be 50, and this is how we want it to be. Now I will go ahead and I'll make that the slope, the horizontal slope, the cut, the incline cut, I can say. So calling this particular feature as an incline cut, I will go on to the right plane, create a sketch here, go normal to the sketch, and I will create this very rough triangle, and then I will dimension this. So two sides are already dimensioned, they are already black, so I don't need to dimension them. All I need to dimension is this height, which is 12. So I'll dimension from here to this origin. This will be 12, and we are fully constrained, so we will exit the sketch. We will go in features and we will say extrude. Oh sorry, whole wizard. No whole wizard, we need extrude cut, and I will say that I want to extrude cut through all, and this is a particular feature. Now I will go ahead and I will make this particular feature which is on the slope, the extrude feature on the slope. So as you can see, the height is given and the particular length is given. So height, okay, the length is not given, the width is given. So what else we have? Okay, here we have the length to be 12, or the length from this edge, the leading edge, to this leading edge of this extrude. So this 12 is given, the height is given. And what else do we have? We have this information, the width information, and the information from this the backside edge to the backside edge of the extrude. So let's just draw that. It will make more sense rather than me talking. We will do a sketch on the right plane again, go normal to it, and I'll make a rough triangle again. This is vertical and this is vertical and this is a complete triangle. I will dimension this. Since we know this is, what was it? This is 16. So this is 16, and let's say that this is a horizontal line, and then I need to dimension from here to this edge. So let's just dimension that to this edge. Oh, it says I'm over dimensioning. Okay, so this is an issue. I have got an issue here. I will just see what are the, there are no existing relations. I'll just do one thing, I'll delete that. Okay, so let me trim entities. So I'll trim this to entities. I will just make this sketch. I will dimension this first, this to this edge. What was the dimension? Dimension was 12. So let's make this 12, and now I'll go ahead and I'll say that this particular edge is horizontal. So here we have a fully constrained sketch. We will exit the sketch, we will go into extrude. Now as you can see, we need to extrude on an offset, so we'll select offset, and our offset will be 16, other side, and our depth will be 25. Okay, so this is 25. And I need to change the direction, so this is done. Or else if you're having a doubt whether this is actually 16 or not, I will do one thing. I will say that I will select 63 minus 16, so that will give me this point or that particular plane. So I will say 63 minus 16. Oh, I did it on the wrong place. Okay, so this is 25 and this is 63 minus 16, and I will change the direction. So this is giving me a different result. Let's see what is happening. So this is 16. Oh, so this could be 19. I think this might be 19, since all the dimensions which are on this axis are facing towards this edge, or bottom is that edge. So I think this is 19. This is not 16. So it will be 63 minus 19. Now it looks to be right. And we are done with that sketch. Now we have another feature left out, that's the cut feature. We will select front plane. It's a front plane here, and I will create a sketch there. I'll go normal to the front plane, and I'll just make a particular rectangle from here. Now I'll go and I'll give dimensions. So the dimension from here to here was given as 22. It's 22 from the other side also. So I'll say that this is 22 and this is 22. Now I could have made a center line and I could have said that it's symmetry, but this is a faster way for me to do it. And what's the height? The height is 12. So let's just do that. This is 12. And now we will go ahead, exit the sketch, go to features, and I'll do extrude cut, and we'll say that we want to extrude cut through all. So it is not necessary to do through both, so just one side through all is more than enough. This is how we will get our figure, and this is how the completed 3D model should look like.